Hello
Yeah.
and welcome.
Hello and welcome. What's going on? Well, podcast. We're back.
I always kind of got to get Paolo going a little bit. Like, not, like, I always got to say hello and welcome, and then you kind of like,
Yeah.
you know what
Right.
I mean?
Because there's also just like, I'm used to just like the usual like conversation of me and Caleb, like while we're setting stuff up. And then we stop and we just like sit down. And then it's like, okay. And then you just say hello and welcome. It's like, all right, we're in this. Let's start talking again.
I mean, yeah, you're always saying stuff, but I have to like officially start it. It's
Right.
like you're just gonna keep talking.
Right. No, exactly. I just go.
Yeah.
I will say that actually after doing a year of this
Yeah.
and realizing it is crazy at the like just the fact that we talk for almost an hour once a week and anyone in the world can hear it.
Yeah, it's interesting when you think about it like that.
Like it's a little wild, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's a little scary at
We
the
have
same
a
time.
we have a 30 minute to an hour long conversation every week that anyone can listen to at any time.
Yeah. Fuck, man. A little crazy. A little crazy.
Yeah, some of the internet stuff gets a little iffy sometimes.
Get
Like,
iffy, bro. You know, it can get iffy. But we edit before we post anything. Caleb edits before we post anything.
Yeah.
So we're good.
We've both been the editor at one point.
We have.
Yeah.
I like to say Caleb because you're doing it now, and I don't want to disrespect.
No,
something,
of course.
you know.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, by the way. Okay. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't. Your work doesn't go unnoticed. Man.
Yeah.
Beautiful day today. You wanted to talk about the weather. Should we go into weather or should we go into fits first?
Always fits first.
Fits first. Because what is it called? Not hyperbole. What is it called? Alliteration. There it is.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go for it. Caleb starting off. This is a nice winter fit, man. Nice fit for the day.
I'm set with these as my winter shoes.
I love them too. I think they work well. You see, Tim Cook was in them.
No.
Tim Cook wore them like to the Apple like fucking meeting or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was like the Halloween one.
What's that?
It was like the Halloween one, right?
Yeah.
The Halloween like Apple or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
I
Yeah.
did not see that. That's
Yeah, he
cool.
did. It was on Complex. I'll show you at the end of this. But black Air Forces as usual. I like how you got the kind of riffs and these. I like that. Yeah, of course. I like it. It shows where I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Nice pair of blue jeans on. I don't wear many, and this got a really nice light wash on.
Yeah, I like
Is it thin? No, a little thin, but still pretty thick down. Pretty nice.
Yeah, good quality.
You know, beautiful flow sweater on
I
top.
actually take off my float sweater.
What you got underneath that
It's a
flow
little-
sweater?
It's a little warm.
It is a little warm. We turn the heat on.
Yeah.
No way. Wow.
A little skelly.
Yeah, a little scaly. I like it, bro. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Nice piece.
Thank you.
Nice piece. I like it. Yeah.
It's like
Nice little
it's
Halloween.
like a thermal, so it's
Oh yeah. A little
Yeah.
like popping shirt. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Very cool. We'll get into mine.
Yeah.
Mine's got a story to them. At least
Okay.
the pants do. But first time rocking. Oh, there that goes. First time rocking a black fucking Nike sock. Not first time, but don't do it often. So
Yeah.
when it happens, it's kind of a big deal for me personally.
Usually white socks.
Usually a white sock guy.
Yeah.
Nice Nike sweatpant. Lots of stains on them.
I noticed they're a bit dirty.
They're a bit dirty. Paolo was working. He was hand making gnocchi last night.
Ah.
So it's
We're like
working
with the
flour.
potato?
Yeah, with the potatoes, bro. Milo sent me a very chill. Well, I thought it was going to be chill.
Yeah, no, that sounds way
gnocchi
too
recipe.
labor intensive.
And so normally it wouldn't be, but because of the type of potato I used, I
Yeah.
don't think it was a little more like moist than it should have
Ah.
been. And on top of that, I think I over mixed the dough, like I over kneaded it and stuff because you're really just supposed to like mix the ingredients, and then once they're all kind of like mixed together, you just start like making the gnocchi.
Okay.
So I think I overworked it, but I got a shitload of gnocchi. I'll show you later.
Okay.
I'll show you later. It's in the freezer.
What's with the chili shirt?
Okay,
Like
so the
random?
Chile shirt, yeah. Shout out first of all my Aunt Jenny, for the Chile shirt. She went to Chile, via a cruise because she takes cruise with her husband, my uncle Don, great man, and they went on a cruise, went to Chile, and I'm rocking the shirt today. I like it. It's a nice shirt. Nice little,
It's
Chile
always
shirt.
nice when someone brings you a souvenir from somewhere they go.
I find they're the best. Like, and if it's a souvenir, always one of my favorite things, personally.
Yeah.
When I was younger, it was my favorite thing.
Yeah, because obviously, like, you're not going on the trip,
Right.
but like, especially if it's like your parents or someone like
Right.
that's like in your life all the time.
Right, like
Once like they're leaving, it's nice that they at least get you something.
that's what I'm saying. And like, my aunt always like she would send like a giant package with just like stuff for like the whole family after like trips.
Yeah.
And for like, yeah, and it was awesome. Like, it'd always be so cool when you see like the
Yeah.
Toronto family and like, their address, they'd be like, oh shit, we got the package, and it'd be a thing. It was awesome, but
Yeah.
shout out my Aunt Jenny, shout out my Uncle Don, great people. Love them to death. Love them to death. But yeah, love the Chile shirt. Love the Chile shirt. That's just okay. That's fits.
Yeah.
Talk about this weather
I kind of just wanted to talk about like,
today, mainly.
well, no, like
Okay.
it snowed on Tuesday,
Right.
cold yesterday,
Right.
pretty nice today.
Yeah. It's
What
supposed to be nice in the 2 days too.
today's the November 2nd for
Right.
all those wondering. We're actually recording on the day that this is gonna go up. So
We are.
it's-
You're posting this day?
yeah,
I bet.
Yeah. or at least tomorrow.
At least tomorrow, right? Yeah.
At the
I was gonna
latest.
text you and be like, also, if you need it to be like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't want it to become-
Yeah, we normally do Tuesday. It
Tuesday
snowed
didn't
on
work out.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday didn't work out. It was
Yeah, Paolo was doing some excellent work. And
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
A bit?
Yeah,
I'd like to.
we can. We'll get into that. But I basically just wanted to like get your thoughts on like what are you wearing now? Because it's like it's getting colder.
Right.
Like it's actually like you actually need to have some layers on.
Right. I'll pull out the pieces because I got them all here.
Yeah.
It's funny because I do. The main thing that I've been wearing, I will show. Hold on, is my Alchemist Rock Marciano hoodie. Honestly, this is probably like my favorite hoodie that I own.
Shout out to your mother.
Shout out to my mom. She bought this for me. This is not only a very cool design-wise hoodie, bunch of logos on the sleeves too. Shout out that. It's just so warm and it's made so perfectly, and I love the black. I love that as I've washed it and as it's kind of been worn more, it's kind of the black is a little bit lighter and there's more wear to it. It just fucking looks cool. It's heavy. It's a really quality hoodie and it's cuffed. I would say that my favorite hoodie that I own at this moment is my West Side Gun hoodie, which is an absolute favorite of mine. I mean, if you look at it, it's fucking ridiculous, But the only thing is that it's not cuffed, it's cropped. So when it's cropped and you're walking
A bunch
outside,
of air.
wind just
Yeah.
goes up into it,
Yeah.
and it's rough. So it's a great piece for like a kind of warmer fall day like today. But anything like outside of that, kind of fucked. Now, let me tell you about jackets, right? Because I wear the hoodie. This is a jacket that I've been wearing mainly. I've been wearing this piece.
I feel like I have never seen this.
You might not have. I got this in St. Louis at the bins. Crazy, like from Alaska.
Yeah, show the camera the backside
I mean,
again.
the back is just ridiculous. They were working on like an oil. Do you know what these are called? What does it say? Hold on, let me look before I make a fool of myself. Yeah, like gas lift services. So, like the things that are out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
like, working out there.
gas
So,
lift service.
one of these crazy jackets. It's got the Alaskan flag right there, and then this is the woman that owned it. Her name is Janice, and underneath it says my favorite cuz, which is crazy.
So this is just straight up somebody's like work jacket.
Yeah, this was someone's work jacket from Alaska. One of my favorite pieces.
And now
truly.
it's Paolo.
Now it's mine. And like it's just so lit. Like it's just a clean ass piece to wear. Let me sneak right through it. I will show you this other little sneaky little piece I picked up. This is my other piece that I've been wearing recently. This is for more like if I'm like out in like a more kind of like it's not as this is more for a jean, a pant that has more like kind of it's not for something that's you're out in like sportswear. This is crazy Woolrich jacket. Pockets go insane on it. There's also pockets you can tell here on the
Oh.
inside of that.
It's a little secret.
It's a little secretive pocket. but a really nice inside. Like just the inside of it's so cool. Very warm, very nice to wear during the winter. So
Yeah.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. Throw that over there.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I get to show off like 4 different pieces.
I'm glad you brought it up because, like, literally, that's those are the pieces I've been
Yeah.
wearing. I have not really pulled out the Loyola jacket yet. Much of the other, like, varsity jackets I haven't pulled out yet.
Yeah.
I'm wearing, like, these.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been different. Like, different pieces than what I usually wear.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen half of those pieces that you showed. The jackets I have not seen before.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking with it, bro. I like the khaki jacket that I have.
It's nice.
It's very ALD of it. Or it seems very ALD.
Like
Amen door.
like a little bit elevated.
Right.
Yeah.
It's streetwear in an elevated sense.
Sure.
So I just fuck with it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it. Love what I'm wearing right now. Fuck with it.
Yeah. I
What are
like
you wearing?
yeah, I obviously the float hoodie.
Right.
So it's a bit chilly.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the thickest hoodie.
Right.
Which is just not, I mean, you know, not, we didn't try to make it that way. It just ended up that way. It was like we were 6 months into a float. So like, or like a little bit more, but like not, you know.
Right.
If we were doing it now, we would do it better.
Right. And honestly, like with saying that, like when I purposely went for champion hoodies because I thought they were just quality.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be heavy and like the ones we wanted. And they're really good quality. Don't get me wrong.
They're made with recycled material. It's just a thinner hoodie. But yeah, so that's been a little chilly. And then I wore another hoodie. It was still like cold though. Like I wore it on Tuesday night. It was still cold.
Yeah.
Like so, I think you know if it drops down again, I have to pull out an actual jacket.
Facts.
Like I've been trying to get by with hoodies, but it hasn't been doing it.
Right, and I've seen so many people in hoodies and shit recently, and it's like part of it's like making me think about what I'm wearing. Like, am I too much wearing like a fucking jacket like in this weather? But then I go back to like, fuck that, bro. Like I want to be warm. Like I care about like coziness at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And feeling just like warm and like comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw on a jacket.
Of course,
You know what I mean? Like
you should.
You know, right? And like I have nice jackets to wear, so fuck it, I'll wear.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck
it and fuck them.
Fuck it and fuck them. That's how I feel about the whole jacket situation. All these motherfuckers wearing hoodies. Fuck. No, but what else we got? I know we have other things. Weather was a piece of it.
Yeah. Well, it feels like a long time ago, but it was just 4 or 5 days ago. We were doing a JJ Goods event. So yeah, and I believe we have another event coming up in November.
Yep.
You'll hear more about that as things progress.
Right, we haven't gotten word about if we're actually in it or not.
We've gotten a little bit of word.
Oh, we have?
A little bit of word.
Oh, okay, then yeah, for sure. Then yeah, hopefully that works out and everything.
A little bit of word.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't, the weather was kind of meh. It wasn't like a ton of people out. A ton of people didn't show up, but it was still like, we're still glad to do it, and like we still want to participate because it's like we made some great connections,
right?
And like it wasn't like a total loss, like
no, not at all.
Like it's worth it for the connections. It's worth it to like get in on the ground floor some because it was the first time JJ Goods put on an event.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, shout out JJ Goods.
Shout out to everyone that showed up. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone that also vended. I mean, everyone there had really beautiful art and really beautiful things that they were selling. Shout out JJ Goods. His new collection is fire. Everything that he's doing is awesome. And honestly, when I think about what JJ Goods is doing, I want it to be where we are in about 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
in a sense.
For sure. Yeah, he's doing like some of the stuff that he's doing, like sewing wise, like is really impressive, and this like the craftsmanship that they're putting into the pieces is impressive.
Word,
So,
completely.
yeah.
And it's not like I'm saying like, oh, it's be fucking Mastercraft sellers in like
Right.
6
Yeah.
months or
No.
like a
Of
year.
course. It's
But
just
just
like
like, you know, just the level to what he's doing, the curation.
yeah.
I think, you know,
Yeah.
you can tell in his like Instagram posts, in his when he like put all this shit up at his event. Sorry to shit for lack of a better term, but just like, you know, all of his clothes and his whole kind of like universe that he set up
Yeah.
at his
Yeah. No.
event.
They've put a lot of I've seen them post on social media and like
Yeah.
they've talked about it and they've put like a lot of attention and a lot of like thought what into how they set up at the events and everything.
Yeah.
Like they want it to be like an actual shopping experience. So it's like, you know, it's definitely something like we want to be thinking about because like like Paolo and I talked about it, we've definitely like stepped up our level a little bit when it comes to like how we prepare and set up and what we bring to the event. Like,
Yeah, and I, not to cut you off,
yeah,
though,
no,
but like just to speak on that, like that was why I also found that event to be so like special. Is like no matter what we did in sales that day, like no matter anything, the fact that
yeah,
we showed up, the fact that like we just fucking put the jersey on, like I kind of use that as like
yeah,
kind of like a like metaphor or whatever, but like it's just like when you show up and you can tell that like your table and like what you're selling to everyone is better than it was in the past like previous 2-3 events that we've done. Like when you tell there's just like more.
yeah. Not even what we're selling, just the
Right.
presentation of it.
Right,
It's
just the
like,
presentation,
yeah,
like that just like to me was like, okay, like you know what, fuck everything else. Like no matter how much we sell today, no matter what, and that was from the beginning. Like no matter what we do today, like we showed up, we put the jersey on. You know what,
yeah,
we look fucking good, and we look better than we have
yeah,
presenting wise
yeah.
over like the past 3-4
It's
events.
good experience. It's good connections,
Right.
and it's yeah,
It's just yeah, no, I loved it. I loved being there. I think there were great people there.
yeah,
Shout out everyone that was there.
yeah,
Shout out JJ Goods.
yes,
Beautiful pieces of work by them. I love what they're doing over
yeah.
there. And I'm excited for more. I'm excited for more.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah.
sure. We're really just trying to do a lot of the events, as many as we can, really, and like
Man, yeah,
and
we're working.
just work with as many people that we find to be like minded as we
Right.
can. So yeah,
I think we're in this whole new kind of like wave of a float. In
a
a
little
way
bit,
of just like
yeah,
kind of just saying fucking and just really just being like, okay, let's just go and let's just do this and let's do this.
yeah,
And we're just like doing it. You know, through everything. There's been a lot of hard work that we've been doing over the past, like, at least, you know, I think there's been hard work for the whole time, but over the past, like, 3-4 months for me personally,
yeah.
I've really felt a lot more like,
There's been a bit of almost a shift in just
yeah,
like the way we're working and thinking about it and like what we're going towards. Like,
right. And
yeah,
I think there's a lot more, you know, and I want to speak towards that a little bit more in a moment, but in the past, like, year, I have never felt more fucking into, like, this brand than right now. Honestly, I feel like we're really fucking taking stride. Um, and we're just working, man. And I think it's one of those things. It doesn't matter how many fucking times you fail. It's just you know you keep working, and that's
yeah,
all we're gonna do.
and
We're just gonna keep working. Like not to make it like
yeah,
the other
it's
podcasts that we have, but like literally, like this is what it is. Like
it's
it's not
not
fucking work.
it's not a failure
Right.
to you say that it is.
Right.
We haven't failed at anything yet.
No.
We're still going.
That's what I'm saying. Like we just, you know, the afloat idea and the float brand and just everything, it continues and it will continue. I will not stop it. And Caleb won't either.
No.
So yeah, it's special, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
special.
Talk about what you were doing on Tuesday.
Right. So okay, you know, it may sound so fucking basic to many other people. But to me it was kind of a big deal. I designed a shirt on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right, I designed a shirt on Tuesday.
I didn't even know it was coming, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I talked to Paolo. I was like, if you could like get a mock up for a shirt done, and I thought it was a design we had already talked about.
It was so it started as that and then it
Yeah.
branched to different.
Yeah, and I love it.
Right, thank you. I appreciate that. That's what matters most, bro. No, but you know, it kind of started as just like, okay, like, you know, we need this design. And I told you, you know, I was gonna work on it by Sunday. And like, honestly, bro, like I think before, like sometimes like deadlines didn't mean just as much to me, especially when it came to like t-shirt designs. Like when it came to TikTok and some other stuff, like definitely important, but like design wise, like things just didn't flow as much. Like, and I'll get into that in a second, but like, you know, those deadlines just didn't mean as much to me. But
Yeah,
I told you that,
and we never really like had deadlines as like a brand. Like it was like we're gonna put out like a spring collection,
right.
And like, but it was never like we have to have this shirt. Like you got to get this design in by Friday,
right?
Like, whatever.
Never like that.
Yeah, it was kind of just like as it went, like
right.
almost naturally. But like,
right.
We are trying to like really get going because of the events we're trying to do and everything. Like we want to make sure, if it's possible to get a new shirt out or get more inventory out, we're doing it. So yeah.
And so yeah, like there was just like I told you that I was gonna work on it this weekend. I didn't find time this weekend. I felt shitty about that. Like honestly, like I just was like, fuck that. Like you have like I just need to, you know.
Yeah.
Because I knew like and that's the thing too. I think it's more of a when I know that there's events and when I know that there actually is like a deadline with like events and shit like that.
Yeah.
Then it's like okay, I need to like this has to get done.
And yeah, I mean like I didn't like expect like a finished design on Sunday. Like it wasn't like that.
Right,
like
kind of an idea.
Yeah, and it wasn't like I knew it was we spent 6 hours together on Saturday at the vendor event, like, and then I didn't like expect. It wasn't like you needed to get anything done, but like I appreciate that you like wanted to and like like you should have like
Of course, and I did. And on Sunday or on Monday, sat down and just started working on it and was like, fuck that. Like I came home from class and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start doing this. Like the fact is like we're gonna get done until I just open up Photoshop or Illustrator and start working.
Yeah.
And I did, and I started kind of working on like the original idea that we talk about. And dude, I was working for probably like an hour to an hour and a half, and it was going back and forth with different ideas and stuff. And I couldn't like, it's hard to go into those like, it's hard to start designing when you're not exactly sure what you're gonna design and how you're gonna design it.
Yeah,
it's hard, when you open up like Photoshop or Illustrator, because I kind of use both for it. It's just hard. It's like, okay, what the fuck am what am I doing? So like I swear to you, like I was laying on my bed working out for an hour and a half. Carson came, my buddy Carson, my roommate, comes into the room and says, hey man, like what you doing? It's like, oh, nothing. And I closed the laptop and I raised it, oh shit. And I raised it up and I slammed it as hard as I could on my bed. And then I got up out of my bed and screamed fuck as loud, just as loud as I could. And just like I just couldn't,
Yeah.
And it's like, a lot of other feelings from just like just negative feelings from just like not working on a t-shirt design in like a fucking year.
Yeah.
And that's like the thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, obviously we did the blimp, and I had a part in that design, but like
that was mainly you, right?
We haven't really even been designing like that.
We haven't, and I haven't designed for a float in a year.
Yeah,
for like a year and a half maybe.
Which is crazy.
We did that like summer drop.
Yeah,
I don't really think I've designed.
Yeah, well, you did the balloon for the hoodies that we never actually put out, but you did the balloon.
No, I did some stuff, but it was all very minor. It wasn't like designing a shirt like I kind of did.
Yeah, and we haven't put out a new design since April, so.
Right, and I think part of it was also. I think there was, for me personally, like I just want to speak on, like I think there was definitely a disconnect from me and just like the brand.
Yeah.
For a lot of last year, just because I was really having a hard time just like feeling myself and knowing like who I was. So it was just so much more difficult to really design for like the brand.
Yeah.
And then I started designing for like Paolo, like my own kind of stuff, and just like the stuff I was doing on Instagram to kind of just get a sense of like who I was again.
Right.
And to kind of have that feeling again. And I kind of felt that, and I worked on that through a lot of like March and April through like June, July.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then I just hadn't designed
right
for a while, and I really hadn't touched Photoshop or anything like that for a really long time.
Yeah. So you had like feelings associated with that.
Yeah.
Negative ones. Like,
There was a lot of just like you can't fucking do it.
Right.
And it's too hard and you don't know what to do. It's a lot of the you're not good enough at these um like Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator to like know what you want to do or to like do what you want to do.
Right.
There was a lot of that that I was feeling, and it's just hard, bro. And it definitely like made things a lot harder.
It can get discouraging.
Right, it really fucking can. So then I just took time. Like I had that moment where I screamed and like all that shit, and I had a little like 15-second freak out, 10-second freak out.
Yeah.
And then just like played video games for like an hour. And like or not even an hour, like played video games for like 30 minutes and just like thought. You know what I mean? And just really like thought about what I was doing and what I was creating.
Yeah.
And then came back and just started working from there, and I thought of the kind of like that, the words on the back first.
Yeah.
And then from then, when I figured out the words on the back, I was like, okay, I know what to do.
I'm gonna put the image Paolo sent me in this video.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. As long as you don't mind.
Yeah, no, a little sneak peek for the viewers. Yeah, because it's a great design and it should be.
Thank you.
You should see it.
Thank you. I'm excited. I think it's something that's a lot different than. I think it's something that's similar but very different in our design wise from the past few kind of like drops that we've had and past releases.
It's definitely a standout, I'd say.
Yeah, I think there's more to it. I think about it as kind of a refreshing, just kind of like new, like, okay, this is where we are.
Yeah.
This is 2023, 2024. Like this is where we are now.
Yeah.
And this is what we're creating now, and this is what we're capable of creating now too.
Right.
I think that and like I said, like I texted you the day after I sent you that, and it was just like I have ideas, and I have fucking plenty.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to work on them. Like that's the thing. Like I'm ready to do another 5-6 shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm ready to just keep working.
Yeah.
That design and and that's the thing is like you have those moments of fucking like fucking you scream, you fucking slam the like laptop down the bed and shit.
And that's what gets you going sometimes.
Right, that's what gets you going, and that's what helps you actually ultimately like sometimes lead to like what you actually want to do. It did, and that's that thing is like when it does, it doesn't matter. Like time doesn't matter, food doesn't matter, anything in the world doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like doing it exactly how I want it to be.
Yeah.
And I know. And it's like, okay, I can do it this way. It felt good. It felt like one of those moments where it's just like, okay, this is what I want to do. And it felt like that reassurance thing, I'm like, hey, this is what you like doing. Like, you like doing this, G.
Right.
Like, you like doing this. Like, fucking do this. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I just want to talk about that for a moment. That was honestly a big fucking deal for me a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just to do that again.
Yeah.
Felt fucking awesome. I'm excited. Excited to keep it rolling.
Good, bro.
Fuck yeah. And that's the other thing too. I think like, doing the TikToks and doing the podcasts and doing the events, like all of it, it's just that leading kind of thing of like, hey, like, I'm fucking in this, and I'm really a part of this, and I'm really creating something, and this is really something that I'm working on, and something that's really cool. When I sit there and tell people like, yeah, I've been doing this for like 2.5 years, it's like, damn, that's cool. It's a long time.
Yeah.
2.5 years is a long fucking time. So,
yeah. It is.
I'm just happy, bro. I'm just fucking hyped. I'm just ready. Excited to continue working. Excited for more vendor events.
Yeah.
Excited to continue, the possibilities of different partnerships, different things that we've been working on. Just the ladder, bro. That's what I'm excited.
There's a lot of excitement.
There's a lot of
stuff coming up.
A lot of shit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't fucking stop.
Yeah, we are gonna do that hot dog shirt though, right?
Yeah. Let me work on it though.
Okay.
Let me work on it when I'm in it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. That's in there. Just let me find it.
Yeah.
And I had it. But like I started kind of design. I had to like that design for me was something that was just more attainable in the moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I kind of had to work. Like, I gotta work to get to
Yeah,
the
no,
Highland
yeah.
shirt a
No,
little bit.
yeah.
Just like confidence-wise, a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
But it's in there.
Okay.
It's in there.
Okay.
We'll get it.
Okay.
It's gonna be multiple colors, though. That's the thing. Like, that
Yeah,
would
no,
be
that-
PG.
Yeah, we'll see where we're at with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
That will in time, and I don't mind if that's spring too.
Yeah.
I don't mind throwing money at that problem too. I think it's a lit shirt.
I
I think it's a lit shirt.
It is.
I kind of designed it similar to like the. I'm not gonna lie, I designed it to be like damn near the exact same, except there's just a peaceful hot dog going into the shirt on the other one, or on that shirt. So it's like the stay stay from Chicago style, and then it's just like hot dog.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay. All right.
A little different.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, that one figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with all that being said, a float is fucking never stopping. We're on this shit, so don't ever think we're not. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't stop.
Paolo's in the flow state.
Yeah, really. Yeah, bro. Like this whole semester for me personally has been like in a float state of like just don't stop whenever you fail, just keep going, like just keep going,
Yeah.
like academically, life wise, everything. And honestly, bro, I would not be in a better place without it. Everyone stay afloat. Once you really put some like fucking connection behind that meaning, it really means something more.
Yeah.
Stay afloat. That's it. Stay afloat, bro. We're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Sorry, not to go off on an exact tangent, but yeah. What else? What else we got for the people today? You want to talk about Rangers?
Yeah, we can talk about the Rangers. Congratulations to Texas, Arlington.
Yeah.
The Rangers.
Shout out.
World Series champions.
Good for them.
World champions of
World
baseball.
champions of baseball.
Only played in the USA.
Only played in the US.
Canada.
When
In Canada.
fucking province in Canada. Is it a province? I guess it's a city.
It's
It is a province, but Toronto's a city.
Yeah. Anyway,
No.
I just think it's funny. It's called the World Series. Like obviously, people from all over the world play in the MLB, but it's only played in America. So
Right. Yeah. No,
Whatever.
it's kind of like
whatever. Anyway, congratulations to the Rangers.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. I have not watched. I didn't watch anything.
Yeah.
I saw the score last night,
Yeah.
and like I was like, oh, like shit. Like I saw that it was 3-1, and that it, like Texas was up like 5-0 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. Like Texas is gonna win.
Yeah.
And then today.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Keep on.
Today I saw 3 or 4 videos of like older men, older Texas Rangers fans
Sure.
that are just sobbing in front of their TV at their team winning.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And honestly, in sport, there's nothing more beautiful for a fan.
Yeah.
I think the crying and just the like it's overwhelming me now because I think about the Hawks and I think about the Cubs and I think about a lot of different like experiences I've had like
Yeah.
with my dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a little bit of what I feel for the Chicago Sky. Like
Right.
it's being there in
Right,
the
we
moment.
were
it's
there
it's
in the
great.
sky too.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, and that's the thing is like someone, I think one of the videos said like, the wife said to him like, you didn't cry this much at like your daughter's birth. And it's like, his daughter's 25 years old. I've been a fan, like the Rangers have been with me my whole life. And it's like,
Yeah. I mean,
that's a fucking fact, man,
Yeah,
that you can't argue. Like when
yeah.
you're 60 years old and you grew up watching like the Texas Rangers and they just won, how would you not fucking like probably
Right.
break down into tears? I
Right.
would.
Yeah, I mean, when like obviously I was 1 year old when the
Right.
White Sox won the
Yeah.
World Series. Like if I ever get to feel that, it'd be amazing. Like
Of course, right, exactly.
especially with where we're at now, like
Yeah.
it feels so far away. But I mean, the Rangers lost 100 games 2 years ago.
Right.
So
It's not out of the
with money,
question.
with money, anything is possible.
I'm saying. But yeah, like you said, bro, like my dad and my uncle never saw Hawks championship, Stanley Cup win until 2010.
Or a Cubs.
Or a Cubs, and
Yeah.
I got to experience like and the Hawks was I mean the Cubs was a big deal, but the Hawks I remember more specifically just because like they were like hugging each other and jumping up and down in 2010 when they
Right.
won.
Right.
And that was such a big deal. And I mean, they grew up watching hockey. And I'm not gonna lie, like both of them, I think, like baseball ruled more of their lives, but I don't know. I mean, when the Cubs won, it was a big fucking deal. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I mean,
But
it
I
was
think
like
part of it too
yeah.
was kind of an expectation. Like part of it was like, we weren't fucking losing. Like we've already made it this far. There's no fucking way we're losing. Maybe that's just my biased fucking like 11 or 12 year old
so,
brain
bro,
at that
because they were
time.
down 3-1 in that series.
Were they actually?
I believe so. They were saying that.
I think they might have been.
But
yeah,
I mean, like for the Diamondbacks, it definitely stings. But like they're so young, and I feel like they'll be back.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but
I'm sure both of these teams will be. I don't.
Yeah,
right?
the Rangers will be together for a while.
They
so
will? Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, and they have people that are injured. So
Yeah.
you know they'll probably be back. But now is the exciting part because we get to see where all the free agents end up and stuff, and some off-season trades and whatnot. So
The offseason is going to be really interesting for baseball. Shohei
Ohtani's on the move.
On the move. Probably LA or New York, that fucker. Why doesn't he break the fucking like stigma of LA or New York and go somewhere else?
He hasn't signed anywhere yet.
I know, but we know where he'll fucking sign. You know what? We'll pull up this fucking clip in fucking 3 months when that fucker signs with LA or New York, and we'll talk about it. Either I'm right or I'm wrong.
Bro,
and I'm fine with either.
The only reason he's not coming to Chicago is because neither of the teams are going to pay him enough money.
I don't mind that. It's not about that. It's just about him going anywhere besides New York or LA.
That's just where the money is.
Yeah, I know. It's just fuck. Fuck that.
I mean, that's just where the money is willing to be spent. Like, they have money in other places, they just don't want to spend it.
They don't want to spend it all on one player. Right.
They just don't want to spend it in general.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Managers are stingy.
Yeah. GMs, yeah.
Yeah. General managers, whatever. It's still managers.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, it's just fucked. It makes me sad.
Yeah. Well.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Tell you what, man.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Bedard for a second.
Connor Bedard.
If you don't know. Because I will say I haven't been watching as much as I was the past few games.
Right.
He's scoring like every other game down here. Like so he didn't score against the Bruins. He scored, but then he got called off for some reason.
Yeah.
But he's scoring. And he's honestly in the past 2 or 3 goals he's had in games have been him one-on-one with the goalie, and both times, not a question. In. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just to say something about just his fucking shot. It's just I don't think an NHL goalie at this point right now is able to really stop a Connor Bedard shot one-on-one, where he's just able to fucking pick a corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, it's difficult to say that. Okay, it's just if they're both lined up together, then yeah. But when a goalie's crossing crease a little bit, even just a little bit, to address Connor Bedard, he's still scoring that fucking goal. His shot is just that different from everyone else's that it's ridiculous.
It's just stronger. It's just
it's stronger, and he pulls it in, so he toe drags into his shot, which also pulls in more power because he's pulling it from the toe into the heel, and then he's really kind of let me move the mic. He's really he's got his top hand
and then he
above his fucking shoulder,
and then he just snaps on it,
and then he snaps on it. So he's bringing it probably to that's what my mic. So here.
So he's just creating tension within his body and then just using it to force the puck.
Forcing it down into the puck and then whatever. And that's the other thing too, is a lot of people can do that shot, probably, but they can't put it accurately.
Right.
No one could put that into a corner, top or bottom, just by saying so. But he can.
Yeah.
And that's just what's so special about him. Ooh, big voice crack. I've been a little sick the past week and a half, week 11. But yeah, crazy, bro. Fucking crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. Things to be excited about as Oxman.
Yeah.
We got time. We got probably a year or two until we actually really start making big strides. But There's a lot of excitement. I saw the other day, actually speaking of that, the videos of Kane and Taves and their first like breakout goals in the NHL from like 2007 or 8.
Sure.
It's just crazy. Like it's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's just wild to see that shit.
Yeah.
It's like those dudes that were like, catalysts of the team and like their first like few goals. It's much like Bedard in a sense.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
Hockey.
Hockey! Let's do it. Let's do that hockey. I'm excited.
Cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Hearts are doing good.
Yeah.
Hearts are doing good. Well, not right now, but they will.
They have a promising future.
Promising future, right.
One of the only Chicago sports franchises with a promising future at the moment.
Yeah. We're starting. Did you see that we're starting like Bagnay? What's the name?
Tyson Bagent.
Asian. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He had a rough game last week. The first two games he played in were pretty good, and then
Had a rough one last week.
fell off a little bit. But yeah, I mean he's fine.
I'm fucking with him. I would fuck with him because, like, I think we talked about in the last pod, like, just, like, came from nothing, like, I'm gonna work for it.
Yeah.
But that being said, I saw, like, a sports analyst, like, talk about Justin Fields and how he feels like he's not getting, like, the respect that he deserves from, like, the coaches of the Bears and stuff, which I could be very much
He probably isn't, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like
he definitely probably isn't. Like, that dude made a very, like, strong... The analyst made a very strong case for him not getting that, and kind of being like shunned from the coaches a little bit, just based on like what they're willing to do with him.
Just based on running.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, whatever. It's a tough time for all the Chicago teams, but we'll survive.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Thank you everyone for listening. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night, wonderful day. And we'll see you next Thursday on the Afloat Podcast. Stay afloat. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe.
Thank you.
Follow. Gotcha. I've seen people, so I've been like watching more pods and like people do a lot at the end too. But I think the beginning's also smart.
Yeah.
Regardless. Like, follow, subscribe, comment.
Afloat Clothing.
Check us out. Afloat Clothing on Instagram. Thank you, Caleb.
And TikTok as well.
And TikTok.
Every day we're posting on TikTok, so
Every day we're on TikTok.
watch out for that.
We're here.
Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on
YouTube.
YouTube. Like, comment on YouTube.
We're here, man.
All over the place.
We're all over the place. We are not to be reckoned with. We will be seen by you. We love y'all. Stay afloat. Have a good one.
Stay afloat.